Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage here. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Look at this, taking his shot on the very first play. And he's got it down there inside the 35. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Fighting off the tackler. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. A handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Foster. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And looking for a big play here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buffs. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking it.
The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Morris. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And he will score. Touchdown, Colorado. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wolverines. He will score. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Play action here on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Buffaloes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. trying to extend the play. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Michigan offense back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he pulls in the catch. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Hey, Chris, you watch a completion like that and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Game makes it second and medium. Looking to throw it again. Off target and incomplete. Important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. But with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Defense is coming after him. And he's got it. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. No chance to catch it. Here's the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's running out of time here. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. of reads will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Buffaloes will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. And he'll set up to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
The sack sets up second down. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. First down. They're going to throw the football. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they hand it off to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Catch made inside the 10. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Wolverines offense is back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And the Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. And he drops back in the gun. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He missed it. After the miss, it's still an 18-point lead.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? No press here. The defense backing away. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Buffs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Colorado. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. Empty backfield now, and they go for 2. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's tackled after the catch. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he lofts it deep over the middle. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. Finally out of bounds, though. That's a massive gain to wrap up this 3rd quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab. It's Foster. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
You know, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
3rd and goal, will try to run it in. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Chris, what the heck? Might as well go for it here on 4th down. You have such a big lead. What do you have to lose? Let's see the coach and what decision he comes up with.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Breaks free. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Quarterback operating an empty set.
Here we go. Timber. Gorilla. Dino.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback will take a knee. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys to go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes.